Hey, welcome back, everybody. So today we are going to be doing a little bit of unboxing. I do have a lot of hobbies. That's kind of why this channel has no rhyme or reason to it. I am into astrophotography, uh, regular photography. I'm trying to get into wildlife photography. Obviously, those kind of all fall under photography, but I also collect Lego. I'm into coffee, espresso machines, gadgets. So if you've come for one specific thing to this channel, you're not gonna get it. You're gonna get just like whatever's on my mind, whatever the flavor of the day is for that day. Oh, and obviously exercise because I've been posting a couple of shorts on exercising. But like I said today, I'm going to be doing some upgrades to my smaller telescope. It's actually my second telescope. I don't have my bigger one down here just because it's a little bit too bulky to move. But the one that's sitting behind me is a RedCat by William Optics. It's a RedCat51. I have a ZWO ASI 585 MC Pro on that right now. I do switch between that and my 294 MC, which is a one-shot color camera. I've got a William Optics 32 millimeter uniguide guide scope on there with a ZWO ASI 220 Mini. It's all controlled, obviously, with ZWO ASI Air Plus, and it's all mounted on top of a Skywatcher Star Adventure GTI. I kind of jumped into astrophotography. I jumped in feet first into the deep end. When I bought my equipment initially, they told me to just buy things little by little, and kind of like learn a little bit before I start moving on and adding this and adding that. I didn't listen. It is a huge learning curve. But with the ZWO ASI Air, it makes it super easy. It's kind of like I don't know, I guess like the Apple product of astrophotography. It's really user friendly, it's basic, and it just works. There's a lot of other programs out there. There's a lot of new companies coming out now that have controllers that actually do more things, which is nice. But you have to kind of know what you're doing a little bit more, just because it's not completely integrated. Like the ASI Air only works with some DSLRs, but it works with ZWO cameras. So since I jumped into that ecosystem, I am kind of locked into it now, which I don't mind. It doesn't really bother me all that much. I enjoy it. I do very basic post processing also. It's so much to learn. It's a fun hobby. I do need to dive deeper into it after several years of doing it, to learn a little bit more about the post processing. But I did kind of fall out of it for a little bit, and I don't take as many photos as I did initially. And then lately, it's just no clear skies, or it's clear skies when I'm working. So tonight is supposed to be a clear night, so hopefully we'll be able to get this thing put together. But yeah, let's take a look at what I got here. This first box, let's see. I think I gotta move up here. I think I keep on grabbing my coffee and not even drinking it. So I did end up, you know, picking this stuff up. I've been eyeing it for a while, but the only reason why I pulled the trigger now is just because, tariffs. And a lot of companies aren't stocking this anymore. And, some of them are actually saying that they don't know when they're going to restock it and what the prices are going to be due to the uncertainty of tariffs. Now, part of the reasons why they're not stocking it anymore is ZWO is actually releasing a new electronic automatic focuser. Electronic, yes. Oh yeah, there, automatic focuser. This is the ZWO EAF 5V. This is the original one. The new one is Bluetooth, I believe, and it is battery powered. So it's nice because it will have less cables on your rig. I am not great at cable management, but they haven't released the pricing on it yet, and it's a new product, so I really don't need it. So I figured I would just go with this. I got this directly from ZWO's website. I can't even tell you how much I paid for it because I don't remember off the top of my head. So I'm going to have to figure out. I hope this came. Yeah, okay, it did. It comes with all the mounting hardware and everything for this. It is a little complicated because I have to remove the thermostat here to access the focuser knob. So that'll be a little bit scary, but I think it shouldn't be a problem. There's a number of videos on it. The only reason why I got this was because, actually, I don't even know. I wasn't sure if I just bought the 5V, if it came with all the mounting brackets or if it just came with this. So I just got the package. It has the remote in it. I'll probably never use it. Thermostat sensor, which I kind of don't know why they have this, because I don't know if this actually I don't know how the automatic focuser works. It's going to be kind of a learning curve. If it automatically senses a temperature drop and it changes, or it adjusts the focus, not sure. The one thing I do wish that the ASI Air would do is have a temperature sensor, which, obviously it does now. But if it would automatically kick on the dew heaters, that would be a nice feature to have on the ASI Air, so that it just kicks it on and you don't have to babysit your telescope and be like, oh, do I need to turn on my dew heaters or not? And it'll just be automated. I mean, that's the whole point of using the ASI Air, is just to automate everything and make it easy. The one thing I do miss was before I actually got into, or before I bought these complete rigs, I was trying to do astrophotography with my camera on a regular tripod, and I had to star jump, which was an absolute pain. It was super frustrating because you're like, okay, here's one star, here's another, and I gotta kind of come a little bit in between, but a little bit more to the right. It was very difficult, but you really learn the night sky doing it that way, opposed to just clicking a couple buttons and being like, oh, okay, go here. So that's one thing I do miss about star, like doing it without a guided mount and everything. But you know, that's also on me for not remembering and learning the night sky better. So, well, this is actually jumping a little bit ahead, but this is for this. So, I did pick up the Ascar Color Magic C filter package. There are two different dual band filters in here. The C one is H alpha and O3, and the C2 is sulfur and oxygen dual band. So I learned that you can use this or something like this, and during post processing, you can actually extract just the H alpha, and you can separate the H alpha and the O3 in your images, and then you can take the other set of images and separate the sulfur and the O3, and then you can kind of combine it all together, and you can do a Hubble palette. So it was kind of something that I wanted to try. As much as I like one shot color, it's easier. I I did want to get a mono camera, but you know, I didn't initially want to jump in with the price because it is a lot. You know, you need a filter wheel, you need a set of filters, and blah blah blah. So I kind of just went with the one shot color. It's kind of an immediate gratification kind of thing. My other camera is also a one shot color camera. So this will be a nice little project to try to work on and see if I can get separated and do true color, you know, or do Hubble palette and kind of mix and match and do different color palettes processing for my images. I don't know if I actually needed this. I thought I read somewhere on the website that I needed this. It's the ZWO T2 tilter. I thought it said something about needing it with a filter wheel, so I picked it up. I don't actually think that I need this because it looked like on YouTube videos that I was watching that you don't really need this thing. But I guess this is to straighten out the focal plane of your sensor, or you know, move your sensor so that it's straight with the focal plane. But I don't know, we'll see if we actually need this or not. And last but not least, we have the electronic filter wheel. Yeah, usually most people use an electronic filter wheel for mono cameras, you know, because you have to shoot your RGB, luminance, and everything. But like I said, just so that I can automate it with this filter, with these filters, I can just switch it. I know, a little overkill. But then, you know, like also, I don't have to use like filter drawers or anything. And if I wanted to, you know, one night just do my L enhance, which I think I have in there right now, I could just switch it over to that. But, you know, who knows? Maybe one day I'll invest in a mono camera. Yeah, so this is it. I don't know. Interesting. We'll see how this is. I did forget the fact that if I do this, you know, you have to remove all these screws to install the filters. So it's basically once you install these filters, you're not going to be removing it much. So for me to try to use this on my other telescope, my other scope is it's an 8-inch a Newtonian telescope, reflector telescope, and yeah, I won't be able to use any of the filters that I install here on that telescope. I would probably take off the filter drawer on here and put it on there so that I can a little bit more easily switch filters, because I do have some extra filters, that I've tried through the years. So this is probably going to get, well, this will get the Color Magic. It'll get either the L Enhance or the L Quad Enhance by Optilong. I don't think I have an IR cut. I might have an IR cut. I might put the IR cut in here just to fill up the different filters, and then maybe I'll see if they have a blank or something in here so that if ever I need to shoot dark calibration frames, I have the space, so it's not a big deal for me to just do it. This is a 5 filter wheel setup, so yeah. But that's it for I don't know. Why don't I show you what this looks like now, and with a little bit of movie magic. Nope, that didn't work. How about now? Clap on. All right, let's try that out again. Clap on. Bam. Little movie magic. And there you go, all assembled. This is actually getting quite heavy. So I got the filter wheel. I'm glad I did not record it while I was trying to install it, because one, you guys would have been super bored, and I had to do it a couple of times because the way that you have to mount it, I did end up having to use the tilter to be able to connect the camera to the filter wheel. There weren't any adapters to connect it, but I don't know if you can see it here. I don't even know if this is safe to carry the weight like this. I had to use some electrical tape here. There were 4 holes to actually 8, 4 on this side, 4 on this side. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. That are used to mount, I don't know, larger cameras, I guess, to this, and so I ended up having to cover it up because I had nothing. I don't know why they wouldn't have a way to cover it up besides using electrical tape. So hopefully this is good enough to not have any light leaks. So hopefully tonight we'll have some clear skies, and I'll be able to test out the filter wheel, which, it makes sense. Circle. Since I don't have 5 filters in here, I had to space it out so that it's balanced, which I didn't do initially. I had them all in slots 1, 2, and 3. Now I have it in 2, 4, and 5. So it's kind of in like a triangle. The electronic focuser was actually pretty easy to install.
not too hard. So I don't know where I'm supposed to. I don't even have it with me. Where I'm supposed to install or place the thermometer, the temperature probe. But yeah, I'm gonna have to wire this up and take it out tonight. And
Hey, future me here. Just wanted to give you an update on what happened that night with the new setup. Uh, it was like a comedy of errors. I did have a couple of targets in mind, which I forgot that the trees in my backyard have grown a lot, so it was actually below the tree line. But even before that, I couldn't focus this thing for almost like 2 hours, just because when I was putting the imaging train together, just to get everything to fit properly with the adapters that I thought I had, I ended up having an extra spacer in there, and from the back of the telescope to the camera sensor, it can be a max of like 68.2 millimeters of back focus, which I was actually past that. So I had to, when I finally realized that, I had to start digging through all my stuff, trying to find some adapters. Luckily, I was able to find and make it work so that it was within the parameters for achieving focus with the telescope. So finally got that. I do not have any photos to show. I was doing some like just previews, which I thought actually saved to the card, but it doesn't. It only automatically saves when you're doing an auto run or pre-programmed thing. I think if I did a just a preview shot, I think I have to manually save it, if ever, onto the card. So unfortunately, I have no images even of like my very sharp stars, which I was very happy with. But I will see if I can figure out how to put up some images from previous sessions. Just one, so I can learn how to do it on DaVinci Resolve. So back to the video.
test it out, see how it all works. Just have to finish wiring it up and hopefully have some clear skies. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.